everyone, and welcome to the news bulletin. Right now I'll take you around the newsroom and let everybody introduce themselves, and then we'll go on, start with the first news beat that we have. Let's start with here.
Hi, I'm Jivali and I cover Beyond Metro section. I bring to you all the state coverage and hyperlocal news. Now over to you, Leela.
Hi guys, I'm Leela and today I'm going to be telling you the top India news and the top news, business and economy. Over to you, Madhuri.
Yes, my name is Madhuri and I do world, entertainment and lifestyle.
So first from Uttar Pradesh, after the Dadri lynching case of last year, and another case has come up from Greater Noida area of Uttar Pradesh, where a Dalit man, 55-year-old Dalit man, Jagjeet Singh, was murdered a few days back, and the murder has led to the protest in the area, and after which the situation in that particular region is very tense. Police has been deployed in their area, and the protesters blocked the Greater Noida expressway yesterday, demanding the arrest of the culprits in the case. Then moving on, from Shamli district, on Sunday, in the firing incident in which an 8-year-old boy was killed in the celebratory air firing shots. So in that matter, the police has arrested 2 more main accused in this case, and so far a total of 5 people has been arrested. Then Karnataka State Transportation Corporation has planned to roll out a Wi-Fi service at 144 bus stations across the state, including Bangalore and other cities. And as per this program, an initial survey will be conducted, and after the survey gives a final report, the Wi-Fi facility will be available on the 144 bus stations, and the service will be available for 60 minutes with a free usage of 100 Mbps. So that was all from my side. Over to Madhuri.
Thank you very much, Shivali. You gave us the Beyond Metro's news from Beyond Metros.
Top news from top national news, like Madhuri already told us before. Unfortunately, a very sad demise today. Lance Nayak Hanuman Thapa, who was the lone survivor in the Siachen avalanche, when he was found 6 days after the avalanche hit the Siachen glacier, he was retrieved from 25 feet under the snow, and he was actually caught in an people are saying that he was caught in an air pocket, which he was firstly found in an Arctic tent, which is basically it's built to weather like extreme temperatures. So that was one protective aspect that saved him. And secondly, he was caught in an air bubble, which allowed him to breathe. As you know, in the Siachen, it's 6,000 feet above sea level, and the temperatures go up to minus 50 degrees. So when he was caught, he was probably caught under a lot of like a sheet of ice, and because he was caught there for like 6 days. Soldiers are learned actually how to move the snow away from their mouth and nose, so that in order to be able to breathe. And being caught in an air bubble probably saved him and allowed him to breathe for those extra 5 days, and allowed his oxygen to get into his body, into his brain, to keep alive. Anyway, he was retrieved 2 days ago, miraculously, like the lone survivor of the Siachen avalanche. He was retrieved and he was flown to New Delhi, where he was treated in the army hospital. He was suffering from, 2 days ago, he was suffering from pneumonia, and in the process of actually heating all parts of his body, a lot which were frozen. He did not suffer from bone injuries and frostbite, but a lot of his body was frozen, of course. So suffered from pneumonia, and his kidneys and livers were failing, and this morning the report said that he had multiple organ failure, and he slowly passed away in the army hospital. He is succeeded by his wife and his child, who are also in the capital right now. Of course, everyone is mourning for his death. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Pranab Mukherjee did meet him 2 days ago, did go and visit him in New Delhi 2 days ago, and everyone thoughts and prayers are flowing in from across the country for Lance Nayak, who was very strong-willed and of course a very, very courageous person to actually go through this and have a lot of strength, especially mental strength, to survive this and actually try to fight till the end of his life. So he passed away today at 11:45 in the morning. and he's probably going to be given, a state funeral as well.
Having said that, let me give you the top world news which is happening right now. The first thing is, like I said, the United States presidential elections are very big right now. They are going. The entire process has started. The caucuses and primaries have started. The Iowa caucuses happened. As far as the Democrats were concerned, Hillary Clinton beat Bernie Sanders by 0.2%, and Ted Cruz beat Donald Trump by a huge margin. He had 29% of the vote share. However, after the Iowa caucuses, the New Hampshire primaries happened, there were major upheavals in both the parties. For example, in the Democrats, Bernie Sanders won by a huge margin. He had more than 60% of the votes cast. He, in fact, was the favorite as the youth is concerned. As far as women were concerned, he was the favorite when it came to the vote share of these people, and Hillary Clinton was far behind with the 31 or 32% vote share of the entire votes casted. And as far as the Republicans are concerned, the Republicans are now a six-man race, because first of all, let me give you this news first. Donald Trump won the New Hampshire primaries with huge, I think he had a 37 or 38% of the vote share, and everybody else followed with 21, 15 and 16, with the person Ted Cruz, who won in the Iowa caucuses, following in the third line with 11% votes. So yes, Donald Trump has won the New Hampshire primary, but the Republican race is now a race between 6 people for candidature. The 6 people will be fighting, and 2 people have withdrawn today as in the United States yesterday. They withdrew. They are Chris Christie, who is a governor, and Miss Carly Fiorina, who is a corporate honcho. Now both of them have withdrawn because of the fact that they have fared so badly in both the Iowa caucuses and the New Hampshire primaries. They don't really want to be spending more of their hard-earned money on campaigning, on the entire campaign. So these 2 people have pulled out. Now 6 people are only left in the elections. Now I can remember 4 of their names off the top of my head: Donald Trump, Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz, and one more person I forgot. Anyways, these are the people who will, and John Kasich, and these are the people who will be fighting for the candidature as far as the Republican Party is concerned. Now, finally, the final piece of news that I have for you is from the United Arab Emirates. Now, the United Arab Emirates recently had a complete overhaul of their government, of their people who were in the government and their ministers, etc. And they have introduced 3 new ministries. Now, the United Arab Emirates, the UAE, has the Kingdom of Dubai has 3 ministers: 1 Minister of State of Happiness, Minister of State of Tolerance, and Minister of State of Youth. Now, these 3 people will, according to the ruler of Dubai, will be responsible for plans and projects and programs and indicators, and they will be part of work of all the ministries. They will be workers of all the ministries, and the Sheikh Mohammed says that happiness in our nation is not a wish. So you can't wish to be happy, you have to be happy, apparently. So this is what has happened. Now the first happiness minister has been appointed. Her name is Ohad Al-Rumi. She will be the first Minister of State for Happiness. The other 2 people, the Minister of State for Tolerance and Minister of State for Youth, have not been appointed yet. And as and when they are, we'll absolutely tell you what is going on as far as these new ministries are concerned. That is all that I have for you from the world sector. Tomorrow we will be beaming at 2:50. We'll be beaming at 2:50, and we'll bring to you again the top beats from the world, the top news from the world. Till then, it's Madhurika Koti signing off for News 2.